Yo, what's up, people? We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. And we back on Young Thug and YSL because there's so much to talk about with this case. And it looked like YouTube ain't trying to let me in the algorithm. So we're going to push our way through. You understand? Because it got to be somebody that's speaking on this case that actually know what they're talking about and actually giving the people detailed and accurate information. Because from all the pages I've seen that's covering YSL and Young Thug, I'm not saying nobody give 100% or at least 50% accurate information. They just walking along the lines of what's being taught or what's being told on Law and Crime Network. They're not using their own knowledge and their own insight and adding it to the case. Maybe they don't know, but that's what I'm noticing. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I came here today, and that's why I'm going to cover this YSL RICO trial, because it's not being covered correctly. The truth is not being told. And I told the absolute honest truth where I said that this case needs to be stopped. But that's not what's going on. The judge is not listening. I don't know what the higher courts is doing. Seems like nobody's paying attention while Young Thug is fighting for his life on his way to get railroaded by the state of Georgia. And in this trial, we have seen multiple different witnesses, from YSL Tick to Bane to the guy that got shot in the head by Tick and the other guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It been a lot of witnesses, a few YSL members that came up, but no witness is more important to this case than YSL Woody. And the reason why YSL Woody is so important is because YSL Woody is the only person that's willing to tie Thug to the murder of Peanut Nut Thomas. So that's why they're safeguarding this guy like this. That is why the state and the judge is leaning almost over to corruption just to ensure that this guy, who's a wild guy by the way, say exactly what they wanted him to say. But guess what he said, y'all? YSL Woody got on the stand today and said he made it all up in every interview.
Are you saying yes, that's what you told Detective Gaither?
I know I ain't complete school, but I think I'm speaking proper English. I told you, I don't recall nothing I said to no police. You keep sitting right here asking me the same question over and over and over and over and over. I'm tired of it. I'm drained.
Okay. Well, if you would just answer the question.
I am answering the question. You asked me, I said yes. You keep, when I say yes, you ask me the same question over and over and over and over.
But did you just tell the court and the jury that you're saying yes just to move the process along?
I think I said it loud and clear.
So will you just answer the question and then we can move the process along?
You keep asking, okay, yes.
Is that, what are you answering yes to?
Your question.
Are you lying when you say yes?
Huh?
Are you lying when you say yes?
Am I lying about what?
Any question that I've asked you so far?
Oral, sir.
I can't be lying because I told you that I don't recall.
During the January 28th interview, let me ask you this. Do you remember back in 2015, after Thug and Kel got off the phone, did you speak with Kel any more about that conversation that he had with Thug?
I don't recall.
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither that Kel asked for you to call Nut so that y'all could talk about what his conversation was with Thug?
I don't recall.
Do you recall whether or not you just told Kel to just pay for the window?
I don't recall having a conversation with Kel. Me and him would never have a conversation together.
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither, so you hung up the phone and me and Kel started talking like, man, bro, it's over, bro, just pay for the window?
I don't talk like that.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Gaither that Kel's response was, I pay for a window, that nigga tried?
Say that again?
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither that Kel's response to you was, I pay for a window, that nigga tried me?
I said it. I'm trying to understand who said what.
I'm asking you, do you recall telling Detective Gaither?
Oral, sir.
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither that?
I don't recall.
All right. Do you recall telling Detective Gaither that you said you told Kel you got a problem with Thug, you don't have a problem with me?
You asking me what now?
I'm asking you, do you remember telling Detective Gaither that in response to what Kel said, you said to Kel, you got a problem with Thug, you don't have a problem with me?
So why am I talking to Kel if that was true? I don't recall.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Thank you. Do you recall telling Detective Gaither also about the night at Club Crucial when Kel hit you in the back of the head?
I probably did.
Do you recall going in more detail with Detective Gaither about what happened that Monday that Kel punched you in the back?
You say that again?
Sure. Do you remember going in more detail with Detective Gaither and Detective Dennis about that Monday night at Crucial?
I don't know. I don't know to recall.
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither about the type of money that you had? You had a whole bunch of hundreds and a whole bunch of 20s.
Probably so.
Do you remember saying that, or you don't remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember. When they was questioning me, whatever I said, I don't recall what I said. It was just, I can't repeat what I said because I just said what I said.
And what you told them was that the truth about what happened that Monday at Club Crucial?
I told them whatever I said to them is what I told them. So when they asked me questions, whatever I thought I wanted to say, that's what I said.
Was it the truth, or were you just making stuff up?
I don't recall what I was telling them, so I can't answer it.
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither in a little more detail that you walked up and you tried to dap up Kel, but he did not grab your hand?
I'm not walking up there, nobody up.
Do you remember saying to Detective Gaither, so they walked up, like, is it good, bro? I'm like, yeah, all good. I reached out the other hand, but he didn't grab my hand.
I don't recall saying it.
Do you recall seeing an individual named Pokey at Club Crucial on this same night where Kel punched you in the back of the head?
Okay, let me make myself clear, right? Because you keep asking me about things I done told investigators in the past. I can't say from when to when, but so much was going on, my name was on everything. The police kept coming to grab me. Every time they grabbed me, I had a different story for them. I know 100% facts, and I'm telling you now, I was not truthful. I was saying whatever they wanted me to say. I was saying whatever I could come up with. I was trying my best to convince them that I didn't do nothing, that I'm an innocent person, and that people put their hands on me. When they ask me about any of these things, you sitting here keep asking me step by step by step by step. And I'm telling you now, because you asked me, was I being truthful?
Okay.
I know I wasn't being truthful.
So is your testimony today that you lied in every interview that you did in 2015?
Well, see, you the way you asking that, I don't recall what I was saying in the interviews, but I'm telling you now, when they was questioning me 2015, 14, whenever they was questioning me, I was lying. I was making up stories. So when they were asking me about this right here, I was making it up. When they were asking me about this right here, I was making it up. And when they was getting me and they would let me go, I'm just telling you.
Do you recall telling every detective?
Every time they got me, I have told the police, I tell y'all whatever y'all want to hear, just let me go.
Do you recall telling every detective in every interview, you gotta believe me, I'm telling y'all the truth? Okay.
That sound like me.
Do you recall telling every detective in every interview that you can go fact check what I'm telling you?
Say that again?
Sure. Do you recall telling every detective in every interview that you had in 2015, you can go check what I'm saying so you can believe me?
Probably. I don't know if I said it or I ain't said it.
In some of those interviews, were you in custody? Were you arrested in some of those interviews?
I think so.
Okay. Do you recall telling detectives in those interviews that you're just trying to get out of jail, so I'm going to tell you all what happened so you can check it and I can get out of jail?
Yeah, I told the investigators that I remember, I think, in one of the interviews, they was locking me up and my child's birthday was coming up. And when they got me, I said, listen, man, whatever y'all want me to say, I would tell you right now. Just tell me what to say and I would say it. Tell me what y'all want to know and I would tell you. So if they would have asked me about President Trump, I would have had a story about Trump. If they would ask me about you, I would have had a story about you. Whatever to convince them that I ain't do nothing, it wasn't me. That's what my intentions was. So you're asking me about interviews and I keep telling you keep asking me step by 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 step. This is what I did. When they got me on this day and I was going to jail, I try to come up with something to tell them. That's why I can't tell you what I said. I was making it up.
What benefit would it be for you to lie to the police if you were trying not trouble?
I was hoping to convince them so they could let me go.
So why would you lie to convince them?
What you mean? Why would I lie to convince them?
Right. Why would you lie to convince them if you wanted to not go to jail?
Why would I lie to convince them to not go to jail?
Right.
But they don't know that I'm lying.
Well, they didn't let you go immediately, did they?
Sometimes they let me go.
Right.
But when the time they let me go, I thought I was smarter than them.
Did the detective say that they had to fact check what you said before they let you go?
Can you say that again?
Sure. Did the detectives tell you that they had to fact check what you were telling them?
And you know, in certain situations.
Right. And so what benefit would it be to lie if they told you that they had to fact check it?
Oh, it was no benefit because what they did was they picked and choose what they wanted to take from me, and they still left me in jail, so they came back and beat me in the butt.
Okay. So going back to my question from January 28, 2015, did you see Pokey at the club?
You want me to be honest with you? I think I just did. I just told you the God honest truth of what I did from January from 2014 until 2021. Every time they got me, they already know me. They already know I got a whole bunch of bullshit to say.
I'm gonna ask you to refrain from cursing. What?
Oh, sorry, everybody. No disrespect. I'm sorry about it. But.
Overruled, sir. Overruled, sir.
What harm would have come from telling the truth about you and your friends?
Can you explain it?
Sure. What harm? Why would you need to lie if you were just trying to tell them about what you and your friends were doing?
What?
I sustain the objection.
Going back to the January 28th interview, understanding that you said you lied, did you tell Detective Gaither that you saw Pokey in Club Crucial on the Monday night where Kel knocked you in the back of the head?
I don't recall what I said.
Do you know who Pokey is?
Yes, I do.
Who is Pokey?
A friend.
Of who?
Me.
Okay. Is Pokey related to anyone?
What you mean?
Is Pokey related to Thug?
Is he related to Doug?
Yes, sir.
He may. I can't. He might be.
Have you previously told police that Pokey is Thug's nephew?
Well, if I did, then I guess he is.
Okay. Since you're saying that everything is a lie in all of these interviews, in January 28th, did you tell Detective Gates and Detective Guinness on the same Monday at Crucial that you walked to the kitchen and everyone was looking back and everybody was walking behind you?
Can you say that again?
Sure. Did you tell Detective Gaither on that did you tell Detective Gaither in that January 28th interview that while you were at Club Crucial that you walked towards the kitchen, you looked back and you saw everybody walking behind?
I don't recall what I told investigator, detective, whichever one.
Now, if y'all been following my coverage of YSL, y'all know I've been saying this about him since the very, very beginning. Because I seen these type of guys before. These type of guys is all over the streets. And if you've really been outside, you have bumped into a YSL Woody. And what I mean by that is he's a guy that's going to say and do anything to benefit himself. Way before he even told. You can peep them out. These are the guys that's known these are snitches. And I'm talking about before they get put in cuffs, before they make a statement. You can just tell by their character that this person will be the person that line you up or kill you. Because they do both. They do both. And I said that, yo, I guarantee, yo, he's just saying whatever he needs to say. He don't give a fuck if it's the truth or not because he's just trying to get out his situation. So if he got to throw a person under the bus, even if they don't belong under there, that's what he's going to do. Now, I want to know how is the state going to rebound from this because that is damaging information for YSL Woody to almost basically admit that he made everything up. He said whatever he needed to say to get out the situation. And they didn't always investigate it. That's another important factor. They didn't always investigate it. And he also said they was picking and choosing what they wanted to take credible and, use as cases. And that's one of the most important things you got to understand when you're dealing with a witness. You can't put a witness on a stand where you can believe partly of what he's saying. You can't believe half of what he's saying because the other half is lies. And what that makes an uncredible witness. It's either all or nothing. Especially when you're dealing with something like a RICO or something like a murder charge. We're talking about a charge that can put these guys down for decades. You can't put a person on the stand who you can't believe 100%. And I don't think we can believe anything that come out of Woody's mouth. I'm talking about anything. Even his name. He might lie about that on a decent day. They pick and chose what information they wanted to use. And he just gave them all information and told them, hey, do what you do. Run with it. And a lot of it was fabricated. A lot of it was false. But this is the witness that the state decided to make the star witness. And this is the witness that they think is going to put the nail in Young Thug's coffin. You understand? But I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think the city of Atlanta, the state of Georgia, is going to have to do a lot more cheating if they want to convict Thug on this case. Because I told y'all, I think the fix is in. So I would expect for them to do a lot more cheating. You feel me? But it's got to be hard. And I spoke about this because it is. It got to be hard, yo, for the defense to see what's going on, yo, and to know that, yo, we is fighting an uphill battle. It's like, when you on a treadmill and you put it on uphill, you know how hard it is to walk on that treadmill when you going uphill? That's the defense right now in this YSL trial. They fighting the uphill battle, and they're scratching and crawling, y'all, for every step that they take. Any step forward, it's a hard step. You understand? Like it ain't an easy one. It ain't easy. It's like walking with weights on your legs, because that's what's going on, yo. And the weights that's being put on them right now is the judge and his rulings. It's the prosecution and their dirty tactics. Because, yo, this trial shouldn't have never happened. I'm not saying people talk about, well, the feds can come in and swoop it. Yo, the feds ain't touching this case. The feds is not touching this case. I would be shocked and surprised to see the feds touch this case with a long handled spoon. You feel me? I don't think they would touch this case if this case was 20 feet away from them, because they see what's going on. Thug is a guy that got a lot of money, a lot of resources, and in reality, Thug ain't hanging with these guys in over 10 years, or at least 10 years now. At least 10 years. This case is all about politics. They use the situation, or they use Thug as the poster child of the RICO in Atlanta, and Thug is not a part of this YSL crew. If it is a crew, it looked like to me it's just a whole bunch of guys that knew each other vaguely. You know, they didn't even know each other like that. And they was all doing crimes, but they was all under one umbrella that they called YSL. But Thug been cut these boys off financially. He been cut them off financially. Only use that Thug had for YSL, the guys that's in the streets, is it was good for his image. It was good for his image. Because you listen to most of these guys speak, and when they get asked about what's their relationship to Thug today, every single one of them had the similar answer. I don't have no relationship with Thug today. I'm talking about Tick said it. Woody said it. What's the other guy? Another guy from YSL. All of them said the same thing. Yo, we don't have no relationship with Thug. I haven't seen Thug in years. But here he is today. Thug is on the trial, fighting for his life, with a dirty prosecution, with a biased judge, and with a witness in YSL Woody that's going to say anything he needs to say to get himself out of a jam. He don't care what it is. He don't care what it is. He told these people that Thug had something to do with Nut being killed, and I don't think Thug had anything to do with Nut being killed. I don't think Thug had anything to do with a lot of these situations. Only thing that we know, or only situation that Thug was a part of that we know, or that's been alleged so far, is what happened in 2013, and he didn't get arrested. He didn't get arrested for it. And he wasn't no ringleader for it either. So for him to be at the top of the totem pole right now, and for them to try to pull Thug down into some guys that he really ain't got no parts of, or have no parts of, that's wrong to me. And I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to talk about it until this case is over, until they decide, you know what, yo, we are doing an injustice to the criminal justice system across the world. We is doing injustice to this man, this black man, Young Thug, and we got to leave it alone. We're going to declare this a mistrial, and then the state, if they can come up with a better case, and we can go in front of a more better judge that's going to uphold integrity, then we can rock and roll like that, yo. But what's going on right now is a miscarriage of justice, and it needs to end. It needs to end. Like, I don't understand, what did they think they was going to, what did they expect they was going to get from YSL Woody, y'all? YSL Woody, y'all, and I said this in the last video, and I gotta make this clear, yo. YSL Woody is one of the most deceitful people that you probably could ever meet. He probably lies very often. I'm willing to bet YSL Woody is one of them guys that'll come up to your face and lie to you for no reason. I'm talking about, you know these guys, man. They just start a conversation they just start up a conversation with you and lie off the rip. You just sit back like, oh, why the fuck did he just do that? And he gotta know I don't believe him. But in YSL Woody case, I wouldn't even think he cared. He just want to talk. That's one of them guys, he just getting that interrogation from him, he just gonna talk. I'm telling y'all, this is his stage. Right now, what we saying from YSL Woody is his stage. But I told y'all another thing too. He's gonna get frustrated. And when he get frustrated, watch out. You feel me? Like, that's why it's crazy that the state put their case in this guy's hands, because he's so unpredictable. He can go either way whenever he feel like it. I'm surprised he's even on this thing. But we'll see how it all play out. At the end of the day, I think Thug is not guilty already. Even I don't even have to see no more evidence. If the evidence thus far is a sign of what's to come, then I don't think we need to see no more. But let me know how y'all feel about us in the comments. Another day of KBG News.
Nigga can't do what I do, y'all niggas can't copy me. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep the shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G.